Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Wolverines ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Run inside. It's Jackson. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Sherrill. Hits the afterburners. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Moore. Oh, they're after him. Byers on the move. Makes the catch. It's Skinner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Moore will throw. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone. And
guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. More to the air again. Moving out to the right. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He wants to change this route. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Got it. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There's no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And he makes the extra point. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Throwing more. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Running inside, it's Benjamin. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Here's Sellers to throw. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sellers from the gun on third down. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Sellers. There's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
The run inside. It's Benjamin. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Fourth down, Moore. Finds his big tight end. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down?
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Might be changing the route. Sellers. Here's a heat. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Sellers. Here comes the heat. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Sherrill. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called, Cincinnati using it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. It's on target and complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Push forward on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Pushes for the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On the move. He won't make it in. Stopped just short on the two-point conversion attempt, and that's how this first half will come to a close. up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finds his man, it's Singleton. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Moore. Escapes the pressure going right. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
Gonna take a shot. Makes a deep grab. And the plus territory, they stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Moore. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Wolverines will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep his run alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man.
Maybe some room here. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Trying to run, it's Benjamin. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Touchdown, Michigan! Somehow, they fought all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's in there. Two-point conversion is good, and they're down by just one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Offense changing the play. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Running inside, it's Jackson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sellers from the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
This game just feels so different.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Sellers. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might be calling a hot route. Sellers to the air again. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Throwing, Sellers. Caught near the sticks. It's Sherrill. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Sellers to throw. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Touchdown, Bearcats! Put 6 on the board. The Bearcats leap back on top.
Well, that's a great job by the offense responding after your defense just gave up a touchdown. But here's a situation where you want to go for 2 and make this a 9-point game. Kick an extra point, it's only 8. The opponent, if they go down the field and score, could tie it up if they hit the 2-pointer. So I think the analytics in this situation are telling you want to go for 2.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Dante Moore. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Sails one into the middle. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Gonna let it fly. Leaping grab for a big gain. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You gotta make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Wolverines. Big Blue with the response.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up. and your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
This quarterback part of their running game. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and we are tied coming down the stretch. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Making side adjustments here. Sellers. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll send the back in motion. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. They're working that left side. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
And you can consider me surprised. I didn't make that go for it in this situation. 4th quarter, game tied. I'm shocked. I'm surprised now. The defense has to come out there and make sure they get some stops here. Give their offense another chance to go redeem themselves.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Throwing more. Fires to the right. This time it's complete. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Moore to the air. Going deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Sellers. That's caught. It's Hooks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They strike first here in overtime.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They feed him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
No, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Moore. Dumps it to the back. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at 3rd down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Going for 6. Touchdown, Michigan. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. Here's Moore to throw. Hauls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Going to the run, it's Benjamin. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
1st down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Now the pitch. Touchdown, Wolverines! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Now the pitch. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here's Sellers to throw. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Sellers, under fire. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Field goal is off the table. They have to get it in the end zone on third and goal here in overtime. Again, it's Sellers. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime. They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. He'll set up to throw. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it in a two-point victory in overtime. This is one of the best games we've called this season, a thriller, and it comes down to the wire.